Hello. This is the advanced sequencing um, assignment, pulling it all together, and I have written a brief yoga class, and the theme of it is acceptance. And we are going to be talking about accepting ourselves as we are, as well as everyone else, accepting them and understanding them exactly where they are at this moment. So now we're going to just take a child's pose to begin. Wide leg child's pose, toes together, stretching our arms up over our head, forehead to the mat, getting a nice shoulder stretch here, extending our spine long, taking some breaths here. Deep belly breathing, centering ourselves and accepting ourselves exactly where we are. Take 2 more deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Then gently reach your arms up over your head for more of a stretch, bringing your fingertips to the mat. And gently walk your fingers over to the right, get a little bit of a side bend here on the left side. Again, taking some breaths here. Your next inhale, slowly walk your hands over to the other side. Chest over top of that left knee. Stretching the arms up overhead. Stretching, feeling that little stretch on the right side here. Inhaling, walk your hands back to neutral, the center. And then slowly walk on up to your hands and knees to tabletop, where we're going to do some cat and cows. Still working on loosening up our spine here. On the inhale, we're going to round our back up, reaching it toward the sky, tucking our bottom and our chin under. Inhale, arching the back, looking up, dropping our belly to the mat. Making sure our alignment's good here. Our wrists are beneath our shoulders and our knees are beneath our hips. Inhale, rounding, lifting up. And exhale, arching that back. Take a couple more of these at your own breath pace. Now we're going to meet in our neutral position again, making sure our alignment's right. Just going to extend that right arm out in front of us, keeping our head looking down at the mat, just an extension of our back. Reaching out that right arm and lifting that left foot, stretching that back behind you. So we have a long stretch going from our fingertips, our right fingertips, to our left foot. Long spine, stretching, breathing. All muscles are activated here. And we're going to inhale, bring our elbow to the knee. And exhale, extend some more. Inhale, rounding your back. See if you can get that knee to the elbow. If you can't, that's okay. We're talking about accepting ourselves where we are today. Inhale, exhale. Good job, bring that down. All right, let's just shake it out a little bit here, whatever we need, our body needs here. Checking our alignment. When we're ready, extending that left hand out and the right foot. extending and breathing. And your next inhale, let's tuck and round the back under. Try to see if you can get that elbow to the knee. And extend, bring it out. Inhale. Exhale. Straight line from your fingers to your toes here. Inhale. Exhale. If we can't quite reach our elbows to our knees, that's okay. Everybody's body is different. Some of us aren't just not built to do some of the things that other people can do. Our structure is different. And that's, again, we're talking about accepting ourselves as our body is, as our God-given body is. All right, so now we are just going to bring our left leg out to the side, flat on the side. And we are just going to lift our leg to our hip, tight and lower. Making sure we have our weight on both hands evenly. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Now we're just going to come on up to our knee. Our right knee. Sorry, I have a cramp. Right knee. Left foot extending even with the left knee. We're going to bring our right arm over for our bridge pose. Just let that left arm slide down that left leg and reaching the arm up over our head. A nice bridge pose here. And you can be here, you can be up here, wherever you are. It's all good. Or some people may be way down there. No judgment. Exhale, come on up. And then back down to our hands and knees. Have to move here because I don't have a lot of room here. Now we're going to extend our right leg out and lift and lower. Again, making sure your weight's distributed evenly between your hands. Inhaling, lifting. Exhale, drop one more. Lift. Exhale, drop it down. Come on up to your left knee. Right foot out, flat on the mat or the ground. Lifting that left arm for a little, I think I was calling this gate, but it's, or bridge, but it's gaze. Sorry. On this side. Reaching up, looking up at that hand, if you can. Inhale, bring it back down. And come on down to your hands and knees. Just wiggle around a little here, whatever you need. Then we're just going to walk it on up to our downward dog. Hands ball floor corners, pushing down into the mat, lifting our hips to the sky, reaching those heels toward the mat, chest reaching back toward the thighs. All muscles activated here. Now we're just going to walk our feet to our hands and come on up to our mountain pose. And now we're just going to take a little vinyasa here. We're going to inhale, hands to sky, exhale, come forward, inhale, look up halfway, exhale, walk or jump your feet to the back. Slowly lower yourself to the mat, keeping your hands by your chest, and inhale to upward dog or cobra. Exhale into downward dog. Now we're going to lift our right foot behind us. Open up that hip. Inhale, bring that right foot between your hands. And bring that right hand inside that right foot. And we can stay here. If this is a good stretch for you, it's perfect. We can bring our knee down if we need to. We're accepting us wherever we are. If we want to go into more of a stretch, we can go down into the lizard. And just take some deep breaths here. If you're in lizard, making sure that back leg is strong, lifting up, trying to keep that knee from spilling out, the right knee. Deep breaths. Bring that left knee down, and come on back. Do a little calf stretch, hamstring stretch here, flexing those toes. Inhale, body comes forward, hands come between that, on either side of that foot, and we bring that foot back down to your downward dog. Walk it out here before we raise that left leg to the sky. Open up that hip. Inhale, bring that leg forward between your hands, and then gently move the left foot out toward the edge of the mat, bringing both hands in the center. We can stay here. We can bring our knee down, or we can go into our lizard, accepting our bodies wherever we are here. We're moving, we're stretching, it's all good. Exhale, bring that knee down, the right knee down, and let's stretch those left toes up toward the sky, straightening that leg for a hamstring calf stretch here. Getting the back of that leg, we don't want to forget about that. Inhale, bring your body forward, hands to either side of that foot, and bring it on back to your downward dog. Now we can take a vinyasa here and end up in mountain pose again, or if you just want to jump your feet forward, your choice. Take the vinyasa. Back to downward, and then come on up to your mountain pose. Now we're just going to bring our right foot back to our warrior two. Pretend that you're pushing the mat in half here. Feet active, legs active, back legs straight. Arms up, shoulder height. Glancing out over that left arm, those left fingers. So you can get your front knee at a 45-degree angle. Then exhale over to your side angle here. Lifting that right arm up over your ear. For more of a stretch, you can bring it behind you and maybe bind if that's in your practice. If not, stay where your practice takes you and be grateful and thankful and accepting. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Come on up, bring your left arm out. We're going into triangle, lifting over that front hip and down. Bringing that right arm to the sky, trying to turn your chest toward the ceiling, opening that chest, giving gratitude. Inhale. Bring that back foot to a 45-degree angle, straightening both legs and coming into your pyramid. Inhale, look up. Exhale. Bring your feet back to plank, slowly lower to the mat. Roll up. Tuck the toes into downward dog. Now we're just going to bring our left foot forward and come into our warrior. Our right foot forward and come into warrior two on the other side. Bending that front knee, 45-degree angle. Feet active, legs active. Shoulders back and down, glancing over those fingers. Inhale, side angle. For more of a stretch, you can stay here. This is perfectly fine. For more of a stretch, you can come into a bind, if that's in your practice. Inhale, come on back up, straighten that front leg, step in a little closer. Going into our triangle, lifting up over that hip before we come down. Sliding that hand down, that foot, and reaching up with the left hand, glancing up at it. Legs straight here. Again, you may be up here, you may be down here, wherever you are. Accept yourself as you are. Exhale, turn that left arm down. Bring the left foot up at a 45-degree angle into our pyramid here. Straight legs. Deep breath. Inhale, bring that leg back. Come into our downward dog. Let's take a vinyasa here. Up to plank. Flow ourselves to the mat. Inhale. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Back to your downward dog. Now we're just going to come up to our plank. Then we're going to take our left elbow plank. Move the body over to the side. You can use that right foot for balance, reaching up your right arm, looking up, lifting those hips. Exhale, bring that arm back down into your elbow plank, and we're going to go to the right elbow plank. Again, you can use the top foot for balance, breathing, focusing. Inhale, come on back to your plank and come on down to your tummy. And take a little break here. Gonna do a couple little cobras here because we've been doing a lot of forward bends. So we're gonna inhale, bring your hands to chest height, and inhale. Just lift up here. Exhale, bring it down. Couple deep breaths. Inhale, come on back up one more time. Exhale, bring it down to the mat. And when I said one more time before, I apparently was lying. Inhale, bring it up again. Exhale down. Come on up to your hands and your knees. Cross those feet and bring it into your seated position. Okay, just gonna do a little boat here. Okay, up on those sits bones. Grab a hold of the back of the thighs. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, keeping them back and down. Into boat. And if you're down here, if you have to hold the back of your legs, that's perfectly fine. Acceptance, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to try to straighten your legs and stretch those arms out, that's great. Now we're just going to try to go to a low boat and then back up to a high. Really working our abs here. Let's do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. Good job. Now we're just going to come back down to the mat, and we are going to bring our knees to the chest. Let's do a little happy baby here. And bring our knees back into our chest. Let's straighten that left leg and bring the right knee over that left leg for spine twist, keeping our shoulders on the mat, arms spread out like a T, and getting our last nice little spine twist here. You can use that left hand to help push that knee into the mat a little bit more, for a little bit more stretch. Inhale, bring it back up. Give that knee a hug. Now for the left one. Give this knee a hug, arms out to the side. Pushing that left knee down toward the mat on the right side. Try to keep those shoulders on the mat. You can use that right hand then if you need to, or if it feels good to push that knee down toward the mat a little bit more. Inhale, come on back up. Let's give those knees a hug again. Do any movement here that you need to do before Shavasana. Anything that feels good. And then come on down to your comfortable Shavasana. Wherever you are, we're talking about accepting. Accepting ourselves is sometimes harder to do than accepting others. We need to keep that in mind as we go inward at this time and center ourselves and think about accepting ourselves and how our body is feeling after this